Ndinoda kuti nyika iziwe vanhu vangu inguva yedu hatingatadzi kubudirira Mwari ari parutivi pedu rambai muchirwa My hitters don't die, the real hitters gon' shine and my people gon' rise Cause we're born to win, I ain't saying but I'm saying
Loyalty's my favorite characteristic of God, but finding it in it is hard. It's like trying to find God. You're the only one in your camp with cheese. You pay for everything they eat. Man, that insecurity is deep. Now I ain't said no names. These are just theories. If you hear me, baby, hits home. You must admit it's kinda eerie, baby. Like them chemtrails in the sky. Ain't the selling the slaves, kinda like the combines. We say everything in moderation, but don't do it in moderation. The lies of a gluttonous generation. 10-year-old girl in.
Hello, everybody. Happy Monday to ya. Welcome to the first episode of The Day with Trae. I am so happy that you all are joining us this morning. And let me tell y'all, we definitely have some great show for y'all built today. I'm just elated to be here in the Black Media Matter studios. This is an exciting feat for me. And so I just got to tell you guys, thank you so much to everybody who's been pouring in all the love, sending me all the messages on social media. My phone, it's just been insane. People really excited about this show. You know, I think almost as excited as I am. So thank you all for being with me on this wonderful Monday morning. We're going to have a format here. This is only 30 minutes. So for those of you that are used to the morning update show, we're going to be doing a half of that, but we're definitely going to be packing it in with a full punch every single episode. So I want to start us off with a quote of the day. So Amon can put that up there for us. This one comes from Dr. Mae Jemison. Never be limited by others. Thank you. By other people's limited imaginations. And I agree with this. Thank you so much, Dr. Mae Jemison, for this quote. She is the first African-American female astronaut. And I start with that because what we imagine is what we achieve. For those of you who understand, this is what our ancestors knew so well. They knew that they had to visualize it to realize it. And I want you all to know that out there. As I start this show as the first episode, this is something that is resonating so true for me right now in this moment on this day, because I imagined something like this when I was a child, and I continue to imagine this, and now I am realizing it. It has become not just a visualization of my life, but a manifestation of my purpose. And so I am so thankful to my entire Converge team for the opportunity to do a show like this and to bring my full self, as you guys have seen me do on all of the shows and the content that we produce. We needed an outlet like Converge in order to really spotlight amazing talent and individuals right here from the Black community in the Pacific Northwest. And I'm just grateful that I got to be one of the first people to be showcased and highlighted in that way. So thank you so much, Converge. And of course, I got to introduce my first guest for the show today. Many of y'all might know this guy. He is amazing, and I get to be one of the first people to introduce the Emmy award-winning Omari Salisbury. Hey, O.
Good morning, Trae.
Good morning. Welcome to The Day with Trae.
Man, I'm happy to be here. I want to first of all tell you congratulations. Looking forward to this being an amazing platform. This is what we need. And everything has its season, and this is your season, and looking forward to you just blossoming. I mean, you already shine bright every day, but this is just going to blossom for you. I mean, you can see, look at all the love, even in the comments right now. People are just happy for you, and I'm happy to be here.
You know what? I really appreciate everything that you have poured into me. And I really am excited to start this show with you. It was no better way to do this, not just because of the epic weekend we had, but also because, a lot of people have seen you be in front of the camera for a lot of work, but they don't always get to see really what you do behind the camera. And so I'm just elated that, you are, going to be thriving in what your purpose to be. And he's always talking about he got a face for radio, y'all. And I'm like, no, come on. The camera looks good on you, oh.
Well, I'm glad that you think so. I'm ready to go back to my audio days.
Well, of course, it's been all over the social media sphere. Many of you know that Converge Media won an Emmy this past weekend. There it is. The whole family was in the building as we celebrated this epic win. That right there is a showcasing of all of us. Really excited about this Emmy. And I gotta say, we have a lot of great clips to dive into today. But how is this resonating with you now, a couple days later?
Well, I'm always conscious that as Converge and us as an organization getting this honor, this Emmy Award, that I'm always mindful that we were awarded for our collective work, and our collective work is the uplift of our community. And this is really an award for our community. This is an award for, like I said, the hundreds of people who shared their stories with us, for those people that marched in the streets, uplifting the value of Black lives, for all the people that we've covered the struggle with COVID, for all these issues in our community, people impacted, gun violence, so many people have come on Converge and they've shared their stories with us. And this is more of a recognition of them than me or anybody here. We just picked it up for the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? The Emmy belonged to the streets. You feel me? We just keeping it safe.
I love that. And, I got to say, for all of my family that's been showing me love, thank you guys, all of my friends, colleagues, community members, all the elders. So many people have poured in their love, and I know you've been receiving it all weekend, but it was also your birthday, and we really got to celebrate not just you and your birthday, but something so epic for the community, as you said. And we're going to be showing some clips later in the show, because just like you said, you made sure that this was really about the Central District.
Yeah, well, of course, and that's where we start, as the CD. But the impact on the city. Well, one, is important. So people might say, it's like, why I made an emphasis there at the award show to mention the Central District. Well, that's the legacy Black community of Seattle. And that's not to downplay any other neighborhoods within our reach here in Seattle and King County and everything else. This is also why we made this epic interview wall. Is a constant uplift of where we're from and our neighborhood, our culture, and everything else. But yeah, you already know, CD or see me, man. But I think people realize we're just really proud of our neighborhood. But clearly, we love everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But what a great feeling was for our parents and grandparents and Big Mama and them and aunts and uncles and all them bulldogs out there here at the Central District in that speech.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what I want to do right now is I want to show you guys what the Emmys actually showed to the entire audience with regard to the collective work that Omari is talking about here. Let's show them the Converge Emmy reel.
did it for the city, I did it for the love, I did it for the people, I did it for us.
Back on this rap ish, I ain't even broke a sweat, homie, this practice. Pondering my next move, staring at my track list, hope I ain't missing my window. Praying like a Baptist, Seattle's own. Tired of this Game of Thrones. They made a list of the best rappers, and guess who wasn't on? While the disrespect continues, I'm steady packing these venues. Guess if you ain't at the table, you on the menu, and I'm that spitter, baby. They don't want you to see, but everybody's south of Capitol Hill's rocking with me. Boys smoke the Traes and pine.
Oh my goodness, just looking at that reel, so much joy. Oh, I mean, you know, we do a lot here in the Black Media Matter studios, and there's a lot that's been invested here. But looking at that reel, it really showcases how connected we are to the community and getting out there to share and highlight all of these stories. You know, you talk about that a lot, and obviously that was a major part of why Converge was created.
Yeah, and I'm going to say this is that, you know, we got 15 shows in production. You know, some you'll see daily, like the Day with Trae. You know, some are monthly and some weekly, bi-weekly, everything else. I mean, we got a lot of shows, a lot of production here. And that reel right there was able to highlight it. You know, we have productions that happen right here in this studio. But then you saw Marcus and Jessica Trufant in there from Truly Unruly. You saw Marley and Anthony Love, Traveling While Black in Seattle, and also Weird at Night. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Galactic and Blazing Space. And so in between our studio productions and the outside productions, man, we push a lot of content through here. And this is really, Converge is really becoming what we always wanted it to be, which is a platform to uplift Northwest content creators.
Yeah. And I remember when you first said that to me, and I was like, oh my goodness, you know, I got to be a part of the early days, really, of us being out there. And like you said, Camera Phone Collective, I mean, always being connected to stories happening in the community. And I'll never forget, I don't even have a clip of this, but I'll never forget when the post office was closed in the Central District. And we went up there, right there to Garfield Community Center to spotlight what was going on. And the postman was in the building talking about how they were continuing the legacy of a post office right here in the Central District. And it was one of those things where it was like, man, let's pull it together because this story was important to our community. That's always been, I think, a real central thorough line to Converge. And that really showcased it right there.
Yeah, no, I mean, for sure. This is, I mean, this honor, first of all, I want to say, like, you know, it's very humbling. And, you know, me personally and us as an organization, very thankful and grateful. What an amazing time it was. I know you're going to play some video, but, you know, I'm also tempered. I think it's Winston Churchill said that, you know, success is not final. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It's the spirit to continue that matters most. So this success is not final. Clearly, the failures that we've had thus far have not been fatal, but it's our spirit to continue that matters most. And so, as we have this Emmy here, and this is great. And really, we got plans. We putting this Emmy in the community. It's not gonna stay here in this studio. It's not going to my house. It's going to live there in the Central District, and that's where it's going to go. But we just need to remember that as opposed to, it's good we celebrate it, but as opposed to celebrating, when you realize that it's like, man, we have so much more work to do. We have to work even harder. This success is not final. You know, it's just a beginning. It's our spirit to continue that's going to matter most for us here.
You're absolutely right. And what a great quote. That one could have been the quote of the day today. That's a great one. You guys, we're going to continue this discussion because we have some amazing clips we want to show you guys from the evening so that you all can see how we celebrated in style. Stay tuned after this short break. You're watching The Day with Trae.
As a non-binary non-binary Black femme, a lot of my identity is rooted in body. Once the vaccine was introduced, it was really difficult to think in terms of safety as well as autonomy. As a Black American, the relationship with government is very complicated. It's hard to trust. A lot of these conspiracies are really impacting people making a decision, especially with Black folks, to be clear about what we're doing. I think it's just a well-rounded conversation to see what's best for us.
Hey there, it's Trae Holiday. And of course, Besa and I had to take a trip back to Market Street Shoes to grab some items. They always know what to show us. And let me tell you, we both spent quality time to be sure we collected some amazing additions to our wardrobes. They have some of the most unique bags, shoes, and accessories. I mean, the whole shebang. It's always a good time when I get to shop with my girl Besa. Make sure you go check out Market Street Shoes, y'all, and you too can walk out with some dope gear.
Ndinoda kuti nyika isiwe vanhu vangu inguva yedu hatingatadzi kubudirira Mwari ari parutivi pedu rambai muchirwa.
Hey, that's a great one. Thank you so much, Trae. What an amazing song and what a great way to introduce the day with Trae. Now, we're going to continue this discussion. I'm sitting down with the Emmy award-winning Omari Salisbury. And today, what you were just talking about was really, understanding the need to push forward. But something that you said during your speech at the Emmys, I think resonated with everybody in the room. And this was, I just want to showcase this real quick. This was you talking about how you don't have to be Black to uplift Black stories. Let's make sure we showcase Black stories.
At Converge, we have a live director from Saudi Arabia, a cinematographer from Montana, an editor from Mexico City. Hear me now, meaning that you don't have to be Black to uplift Black stories. One more time for the people in the back. You don't have to be Black to uplift Black stories. And I'm gonna tell you, you don't have to share skin tone or lived experience. You only have to share purpose.
Omari, tell us about that.
Yeah, I think that a lot of times people, people, that's a hurdle people put in their own way. Just because you ain't Black don't mean that you can't be part of the uplift. You know what I'm saying? And especially in media, and it's true, it's Salman. Salam alaikum. Yeah. Salman from Saudi, man. You know what I'm saying? Brady McAtee, he from, was it Kalispell, Bozeman, somewhere in Montana. And of course, Ruben's in Spain. Ruben from Mexico City. He in Spain right now. Yeah. But man, we're all together by purpose. It's a book, Good to Great. It's a business book. And early on, you used to hear me say this. You got to get all the wrong people off the bus and put the right people on the bus. You see what I'm saying? Because with the right people on the bus, it ain't worried about the actual next stop. It's the end destination, right? And so with all the right people on the bus, the destination is to uplift the Black folk, right? And so it don't matter where they from. We getting all the right people on the bus, and it's important, and that's how we are here at Converge. People know, man, I love all God's people. I've been to 63 countries around the world, man. You know what I'm saying? I rock with everybody who rock with us, but it's important there around media people that we say that, hey, man, you ain't got to be Black to uplift Black story. Get out there and uplift some more Black story. You them big platforms. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep uplifting. It ain't just got to be Black History Month.
I know that's right. And, I loved the resounding applause because I think it really, again, truly resonated with everybody that was there from all these major media stations, y'all. I mean, this was an award ceremony that was for the region. We had 5 states in the building: Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Alaska, and Montana. Oh, geez. Yeah. We had all of them there. And, honestly, to see even some of the categories, we got to see how they do stories. But I love that Converge was heavily in the building. And, you and Eric really did a great job. And I want to cut right now to Eric and what he had to say to everybody out there in that audience.
And first thing I want to say is happy birthday to Big O. Second thing I want to say is I want to thank my family. I want to thank all of Converge, the whole staff. My family, y'all made me. And I got it. To be honest with you, I want to thank the community. And I just want y'all to remember that you can't change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction. So keep going, all right? Thank you.
Keep going, indeed. And as you were just talking about having the right people on the bus, you and Eric started this back in the day, and both of you had a vision of uplifting Black stories, and he's still a major partner to this day.
Yeah, let's be clear that the exact same words that we wrote on May 30th, 2016, we said that we want to be the leading platform for the creation, distribution, marketing, and monetization of Black video content. We said it, we ain't on a camera. But you see what I'm saying? It's you come together by purpose. When you come together, you're on the bus by purpose. We ain't know the route or anything. But believe me, we're thriving. We're just thriving in its purpose, that same purpose that was put out 6 years ago.
Yeah, this is exactly why I think so many amazing content creators, talent, producers, production folks, crew, people have gravitated to Converge. And, when we talk about the fact that we really showed up and showed out at this Emmys, it was because it wasn't just about, let's just showcase our reach. But like you said, it was really about ensuring that everybody got to celebrate in this moment. And I really appreciated how you really gave a real tribute to Vaughn, our intern here, and made sure that he was present. Here's what Omari had to say about Vaughn being in the building.
At Converge, we have a live director, and let me tell you, we're 80 deep in here tonight, y'all. Converge is 80, maybe 100, all the way down to our youngest intern. Where Vaughn at? Stand up, Vaughn. Vaughn, 18 years old. That's our intern. He in here tonight because I wanted him to be next to y'all so he could, at 18 years old, he could have a seat at the table, that he could feel this magic, that he could be in the moment, that he could see the awards here. And so, man, I'm so thankful for all the people who sponsored. We ain't had the money for no 8, 9 tables, but the community came together because I said it's important that these young people are here tonight and they're hearing your presence in TV greatness presence.
Almost 100 people, 80 plus people. Omari, I'm going to tell you right now, I think Converge Media had the most tables in the building, hands down. And it was such an amazing time to spend with family. And I appreciated that you really highlighted that Vaughn, the youngest person on the team, was also there in the building. Tell us what that means to you in terms of your dedication to bring young people into this opportunity.
Well, first of all, it's Converge. How we do anything is how we do everything. And man, if you with us, you with us. You feel me? And I just think that it's important that, the younger that we can get people there and being present. You know what I'm saying? Even the air smell a little different. You feel me? Everybody's in their suits and all these other things. And, to see, that's the very best in TV in our part of America, all there in that room at one time. It's so important that we bring as many people, especially our young people, into the room. They have to be present. And it's been too many times in our community where we've neglected to bring people with us. You see what I'm saying? And our young people have to figure it out themselves and burn their hands for themselves and everything. What is what good is it for us to keep growing and going this far if we can't bring our young people into the boardroom with us when we sitting there trying to make an advertising deal? Come with us when we trying to do production. Come with us when we win an award, and come closer when you witness a failure, because we fail here too. But if these young people can experience this at a young age, they're going to move on to their career so far ahead. They're going to move on with so much confidence. Last summer, it was Ike Everhart, his second day here, in Curtis Delgado, and we had Mayor Durkin and then Chief Diaz and Chief Scoggins back to back. I said, I talk to them people all the time. You guys go interview them. You go interview the mayor of the 10th biggest city in America. We have to. Sometimes the problem is the old folks don't know when to get off the pot. You know what I'm saying? Well, your show family friendly, so old folks don't know how to get off the pot. They just stay on the pot. They don't make no room for these young people. Come on, I'm ready. Like I'm saying, like all these young guys, man, take everything. We need as many of you here in as many places as possible.
You know, I really love that. And I've really been able to see that and experience it personally. But also, too, I think this is really an homage, not just to who you are, but also to how you were brought up in media. And you talk about that in terms of, you know, being all over the continent of Africa and, you know, making sure that, you know, people understood where you came from and where you gained your expertise. It was because people were doing that for you, and you've shared some personal stories with me that really reflect that. But then you've done that full throttle in everything that you've done here for Converge.
Yeah, let me tell you. I mean, this is what I'm saying. I'm the beneficiary of exactly what I'm saying right now. Joseph Kusaga and Clouds Media Group. I mean, Joe literally took me all over the world. You know, I mean, people, it's funny because you come home and then people are like, yeah, man, put you on and this and that. Joe and Clouds Media Group invested hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars over a decade plus to send me to this conference or this location or set up this business, to learn this, to take this class, put me in the room. Joe go meet the president. He taking the president with me. You know what I'm saying? Joe's going to meet the prime minister. He's taking me with him. Joe's going to meet a sheikh. He's taking me with him. Joseph Kusaga took me everywhere, put me at every big seat around the world. You know what I'm saying? When I was over in Beijing, I'm with Joe. When I was in Amsterdam, I was with Joe. When I'm in London, I'm with Joe. In South Africa, Botswana, Rwanda, Uganda, you know what I'm saying? And so he was intentional in saying, Omari, I'm taking you with me so you can learn and you can see these things and you know what's out there. And that's that game that I took from East Africa, from Clouds Media Group and everything else that brought back here to Converge. It would be an affront to God as many people has poured into me, and Joe's just one of them. You know what I'm saying? There's also Mr. Uche from Heineken, who's over in Nigeria. Same thing. These African giants poured into me. And so I'm obligated to come back home and pour into all of these young folks.
Amazing. Oh, amazing. And you guys, I'm telling you, after this short break, we're going to break out this Emmy. And we got one last clip to show you about how we get down as a Converge family at the Emmy. Stay tuned after this short break. You're watching The Day with Trae.
When COVID first hit, I was very afraid. There was so much things that I had to keep inside because I didn't know where to place my feelings. Most of my information for COVID is from my own research. I'm a doctor in educational leadership. And when the FDA approved Pfizer, it helped me realize that the vaccination is healthy. We don't want to be left behind because we're not taking the vaccine, but we want to get as much information as possible so that we are putting ourselves in better hands and not at great risk.
Hey there, it's Trae Holiday. And of course, Besa and I had to take a trip back to Market Street Shoes to grab some items. They always know what to show us. And let me tell you, we both spent quality time to be sure we collected some amazing additions to our wardrobes. They have some of the most unique bags, shoes, and accessories. I mean, the whole shebang. It's always a good time when I get to shop with my girl Besa. Make sure you go check out Market Street Shoes, y'all, and you too can walk out with some dope gear.
Ding dong. kuti nyika isiwe vanhu vangu inguva yedu hatingatadzi kubudirira mwari ari parutivi pedu rambai muchirwa.
Welcome back to the Day with Trae, and it's been a great day already. We're going to wrap up the show real quick. I got to show you how Omari gets down by making sure everybody was acknowledged on that stage. Look at this Emmy roll call, y'all.
If you'd indulge me one moment, I want to recognize our team. Marcus and Jessica Trufant from our show Truly Unruly. Anthony and Marley Love, Traveling While Black in Seattle. Charles Hammaker and Belle Garcia from Circling Seattle Sports. Ronald and Ronell Moore made their way on stage. The Factors TV. Deontay Damper, We Live in Color. Our show that targets the Black LGBTQ plus community. Right here, Proof in the Play, The Truth with Proof. Mike Davis, Julia Jesse, and Curtis Delgado II. Clapback Culture. Takia T-Up Ward, The Art of the Matter. Patrick Galactic and Blazing Space, Weird at Night. Brian Callanan, Seattle News, Views and Brews. Besa Gordon, The Rewind with Besa. And of course, Trayana Holiday, the Morning Update Show, and the Day with Trae. I also want to acknowledge our writers, our directors, our producers, and our director, Nick Brunel, and all of our supporters and subscribers who keep us on air.
Oh, man, it was huge. Thanks. And thank you so much for calling us all out. Oh, now you got this amazing Emmy here. We got to make sure we get it on screen. Omari, you have really created such a phenomenal team by just keeping the doors open for content creators and those who can imagine. And you really are somebody who embodies everything you talk about. I just have to thank you again, my friend. It's been amazing.
Well, thank you. First thing is coordinated.
Yeah. I had to come in my black and gold today. I knew it.
Yeah. And I would just, thank you. But I would just say that again, that, we're the custodians, we're the repository for this award, this very prestigious award. But, it's really signifies the uplift and the storytelling of our community and commitment to telling better stories. Like this, the People's Award. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said we're not even going to keep it here in Converge. It ain't going to nobody's house. This thing in a few weeks, you're going to find up in the neighborhood.
Omari, well, thank you so much for being my first guest on the Day with Trae. It's been so great to recap such an amazing weekend and night full of glamour and fun. I mean, all of us was decked out. Your suit was bad. I got many compliments on my outfit. Trust and believe, I tried to come through the bill. Everybody was sharp as all get out. So thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you diving in deep with me and sharing all of your heart about this amazing win. Congratulations again.
Thank you for having me, Trae. It was an honor to be your first guest.
Absolutely. Well, you guys, I'm telling you, the Day with Trae is going to be giving you guys a bunch of different topics. We're going to have a bunch of folks coming up, and it starts really, I'm telling y'all, right here today with Omari. Up next tomorrow, we got Britt Moore in the building. She's going to be sharing her stories and the way that she captivated the community with her time at King 5. She's going to be talking about an amazing journalism camp that Africatown is doing in the next weekend. We also got Sinclair Mitchell. I just saw Prom at Fifth Avenue Theater. Shout out to Fifth Avenue Theater. It was an amazing show. I'm going to be talking to Sinclair about his role. And I want to tell you guys, we also have a ticket giveaway this week every day on the Day with Trae. If you guys are looking to get tickets to All Tharp, you guys saw that commercial there during the commercial breaks. Make sure you reach out to Besa, BESA, at whereweconverge.com so you guys can get in the running to get those tickets, 2 free tickets to Alt Tharp. It's an amazing show, great production by the Pacific Northwest Ballet. Make sure you guys reach out to BESA at whereweconverge.com for those tickets. Thank you guys so much for joining me on the first episode of the Day with Trae. I can't wait to go on this ride with you all. And again, for me, always see yourself as a part of the solution. Be inspired, because Omari Salisbury, Emmy Award winner, has definitely done that. I hope you guys felt that inspiration today. Thanks for joining me. And until tomorrow at 11 a.m., peace. Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. Support Converge Media today via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Converge Media.